How are you, family? Thank you so much for following, subscribing and liking my channel. My name is Mr. Executive, the unemployed expert. Let's get into it. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about inequalities. I'm going to introduce inequalities up to the point of solving inequalities. The word inequality, it shows that it's the word equality. Equality, which is a prefix inequality. Meaning to say, in this topic, we are comparing unequal numbers. We are comparing unequal things. And to start with, let's go through inequality symbols. Inequality symbols. We have 4 symbols that we use in inequalities: greater than, less than, or equal to, greater than, or equal to. Let's go through them. Number 1, this symbol. Sometimes most countries, they find it difficult to tell if this one is the greater or the less than. Here is the technique. You face your book like what I'm doing. The symbol with the sign of a right hand like this. Right hand side is the greater, left hand side is the less than. So this one with the shape of a right hand side is called the greater. So we call it greater than. For example, if we say x is greater than 5, what's the meaning of this algebraic statement? Suppose you are planning to host a birthday party, then you are going to invite friends, but so far you are not clear and sure about the number of friends you are going to invite. Then we ask you, how many friends are you going to invite to your birthday party? Then you say x. I'm going to invite x friends. But to be more specific, these friends will be greater than 5. So how many friends do we expect? Greater than, to say x is greater than 5, it shows that even 5 is not included. Even 5 is not included on the values of x, because x is a number which is greater than 5. We are expecting more than 5 friends. So it means x will be 6, 7, 8, 9 onwards. These are the integral values of x in this situation, because we're saying x is greater than 5. On a number line, we could do this: 4, 5, 6, 7. We go to the number 5 using a small circle. When the number is excluded, you leave the circle unshaded. Then you use an arrow to point where are the x values. X is a number which is greater than 5. So here we go. These are x values which are greater than 5. So this is symbol. It shows x is a number which is more than 5. 5 must not be included. Let's see the other one. Right, this one. So as I illustrated earlier on, the symbol which looks like the left hand, that's less than. So this one is called less. For example, x is less than 5. Someone is intending to invite his or her friends to a birthday party. Then we ask, how many friends are we expecting? Then she says, we are expecting less than 5 friends. Less than again means 5 is excluded on the x values. Less than 5, that is 4, 3, 2, 1, or 0, or none, like that. So which means x is less than 5. It means that the integral values, the whole number values for x are from 4, 3, 2 onwards. So both greater and less, the number must be excluded. But how about these last two included symbols? Okay, when the number line is supposed to be 4, 5, 6. On top of 5 with a small circle. In this case, x is less. Lesser numbers are in this direction. So these are the x values. Then the last two symbols, we can call them included symbols, because they go with an or equal. For instance, number C, this symbol, this is greater than, and we read this one or equal. Greater than or equal. For instance, x is greater than or equal to 5. In this case now, because of this symbol or equal, it means 5 is included on the values of x. When someone is saying I'm expecting greater than or equal to 5 friends, it means that they can be 5 and above. So in this case, 5 is included on the values of x. That is, x is a number which is greater than or equal to 5. So from 5, 6, 7 onwards, that's the intended meaning there. And on a number line, we must include 5. For instance, 4, 5, 6. We go to the number 5 with a small circle. If it is included, you shade. Then use an arrow to show the direction where we find x values being talked about. X is a number which is greater than. So here we have greater numbers like this. The shading shows that we are starting exactly from 5 onwards. Then the last symbol, this one, number D, this is less than or equal to. Less than or equal to. Again, for example, x is less than or equal to 5. This time around, it shows that 5 is also included. When someone is saying I am expecting friends which are less than or equal to 5, it means they are expecting 5, 4, 3 onwards. On a number line, it could be 4, 5, 6. On top of 5, you shade. Then this is the direction of numbers which are less than. The shading shows that 5 is also included in the values of x. Right, let's move on to solving inequalities. Solving inequalities. This is a very simple problem. Inequalities are solved in the same way as we solve linear equations. For instance, they say solve 3x is less than 4. 3x is less than 4. We simply need to solve up until we get the value of x. So you divide both sides by 3. By 3, x is less than 3 into 4, get 1 and a third. Like this. X plus 5 is less than 10. Grouping method. When you are grouping inequalities, when a number is grouped, it will also change its sign. So x will remain less than. Please don't convert this one to an equation. Use that symbol. So x will remain less than, then we write down 10. Then move 5 to the other side. It was positive 5, it becomes negative 5. So now x is less than 10 minus 5, we get 5. As simple as that, that's how you solve inequalities. How about this situation? 2 minus 3x is less than 11. Yes, we are still using grouping method. Check, this is negative 3, so it will remain minus 3x is less than 11. Let's move positive 2 to the other side, so it becomes negative 2. Right. This is now minus 3x is less than 11 minus 2, we get 9. Now we want to get positive x, so we must divide by the negative coefficient 3 both sides like this, over minus 3 over minus 3. Then you cancel, x is this side, get negative 3. Take note of this, when you divide by a negative denominator, the inequality symbol must reverse. So this symbol is going to reverse. It's because we divided by a negative denominator. I'm saying this. Let's have these two examples. Minus 2x is less than 4. Then 2x is less than minus 4. In this case, you divide by negative 2 by negative 2. Because you are dividing by a negative denominator, the inequality symbol must reverse like this. But not this case. This case we are dividing by 2 both sides. As long as you are dividing by a positive denominator, there is no need to reverse the symbol, even though the answer is negative. We reverse the symbol when you divide by a negative denominator. Check out on how to solve simultaneous inequality in the next tutorial. Thank you.